Como é que é, pessoal? Bem-vindos à nova entrevista Undergroundsvoice ao vivo. Os meus convidados hoje são o Zeite, tenho aqui o vocalista que acabou de dar agora um grande espetáculo no Art Club aqui no Porto. Vou agora começar a falar com ele. So, thank you so much for coming and being here with me at Undergroundsvoice. It's a huge honor for me to receive you here. I'm a huge fan of Faith. So, any opinion about this gig?
First of all, let me say that it's a great opportunity for us and a great honor to be here for the first time in Porto, as far as I remember. And yeah, the gig was pretty good. Although it was too late, in my opinion, because there was a delay.
Yeah.
And yeah, there were some bands, and they went overtime, so that's why we just came up on stage so late. But so this is a small nuisance. But anyway, it was fun for us, and moreover, it's the first show on this tour. We're starting here right now, and we're gonna play 16 more shows in different countries. So tomorrow is Lisbon, and then we go to Spain, the UK, France, and Czech Republic, Germany, and some others. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's great to be here, and it's good to meet with you guys and with the people out there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, 8 have more than 25 years of career, and that's a big number. Can you do a little balance of all these years?
In one sentence or a few? All right, I started the band as a teenager in 1990.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Okay.
I was born.
Oh, you were born there?
Yeah.
I was still a teenager, but I was like a big metal fan. I wanted to have my own band, so I started Hate with some other guys. At that time, it was not so serious for us. It was more like fun. Still, after a few years, we released our first official album, Demon Terram. It was released later outside Poland too, but originally it was released only in Poland. And then we started our international career in 2002 or 3, I believe, with the album Awakening of the Liar. This was this is considered like as a classical Polish death metal at that time. And from then on, we have released 9 albums altogether, mainly on French label Listenable, and now we're connected with the Austrian label Napalm Records.
Yep.
And now we have just finished recording our next album, Tremendum, and we are mixing it right now. Even when we are talking now, the album is being mixed, actually, by our sound engineer and producer, Arkadiusz Malczewski, right now. So when we finish this tour, I will be back in the studio, and we will put some changes if necessary, and that will be it. And I'm really excited about that, because we had worked on this one for more than a year. It's 10 songs altogether, and it's gonna be released, as I said, by Napalm Records in April, most probably. And right after that, we go on another European tour with Apsu and Nargaroth and 2 more bands that I don't know the names of, but it's gonna be a package, like 5 bands altogether. And yeah, that's it. A lot is going on now.
Yeah,
for us.
The album will follow the line of the previous album.
No, definitely not. We took some other direction. I think we refreshed the formula quite much. It's really hard to describe your own music, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's much more dynamic. It's much more like aggressive. It's probably the fastest work we've ever done. It is also combined with some, say, traditional Polish tones. I also sing in Polish in one song for the first time in my life, you know. So it's quite a new thing for us. I mean, it's also a new lineup because we have a new bass player on board now. he recorded with us this album, and now he's with us on the tour for the first time. It was his first show actually.
Oh, cool.
No? A very good musician. It's very promising then, and yeah, I'm very curious what will happen when it's released.
Well, Poland is well known for having extreme bands like 8, Behemoth or Vader.
Sure.
Maybe it's the 3 bands that pioneers of that style in your country, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I mean, Vader was before us.
Yeah.
Of course, even 5 years before us. We were before Behemoth. Behemoth went like 1 year after us. So yeah, you might say that we're like pioneers of this kind of music in Eastern Europe, definitely.
Yeah. Do you feel like 8 and these bands are big influences to the bands that are starting now?
It happens. I mean, I get some signals from younger bands, like that. So yeah, I quite often get some messages like, yes, we adore your album, this or that. You're like a source of inspiration. It's very good. I mean, it's flattering me. You know what I mean? Definitely, because it means that it's quite valuable what we did in the past and what we're still doing.
Yeah.
So it's the most important thing for a musician, I think.
That's true. Well, finally, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure for me.
Same here, man.
Any last words for the Portuguese fan and Underground's Voice viewers?
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, observe our moves next year, especially starting from April, so from spring, because there will be a video and a single before the release date, I think. And we'll be pushing the new album very hard with the shows, because we have big plans when it comes to touring next year and even in 2018, and then I think we'll return to the US, because we got some nice offers now from there. Cool. And maybe to Asia for the first time, like a full-fledged tour in Asia. That would be amazing. Yeah. And so we'll be coming more and more. I think we'll come to Portugal too.
We hope so.
I really do hope so, because I feel I didn't get enough of this one, you know what I mean? It's like, it will be more, it will be maybe longer also, longer set, maybe, better time, so yeah, definitely.
It was not our best today.
Yeah, probably. It's still the first show on this tour, so technically wise, some things were not so good, even though we are really satisfied with the show and with, as I said, meeting the Portuguese people here. Yeah. So definitely, thanks for coming, and thank you for the interview.
My pleasure.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Malta, foi o Adam aqui na Underground's Voice, nós voltamos em breve. Fiquem bem.